Hello everyone, my name is Patrick Vincent. I'm the founder of Berning Media here. I also am the host for Burning for Truth and our other podcast, Polar Opposites, which takes place every Wednesday, but this Wednesday will not be taking place due to complications on my side, so I will not be recording this week. We will have our Burning for Truth podcast from yesterday put up sometime today. We are having technical difficulties, so please stay tuned for that. I have a little bit that I wrote a little bit back that I wanted to just go over. So I just figured I'd get a video out there, say it, put it out there, see what everyone else has to say. It's about the Democratic establishment. I myself am part of the Dem exit and have left the Democratic Party after Bernie lost the Democratic primaries because I was not voting for a Wall Street sellout because clearly we as a generation are done with establishment politics, and we have seen that the establishment politics are not meant for the middle class people because we have continued to see the middle class dissolve within the years. So uh, I myself have started up a Will County chapter for the Green Party. It's a growing third party, which I believe is what every country needs. I believe everywhere needs more than two parties. Most other countries do have more than two parties. The United States is just very hard to get ballot access, etc. Like in Illinois, you need, 6,000 or 8,000 petition signatures to get on a ballot for Democrat or Republican. For a third party candidate, it's like 16,000. It's a large jump. It's absolutely ridiculous. So basically, I wish people would put the effort that they're putting into reviving the Democratic Party instead into building up a third party that's actually for the people. Now, that doesn't have to be the Green Party. It doesn't have to be the Libertarian Party. Bring the Pirate Party over here. It's Denmark's where they're popular, I want to say. Bring over that party. I don't care. We need opposition parties so we can fight the status quo and fight the damn establishment politics that have been destroying this country for the past decades. Since neoliberals have taken control of office, it has been a awful time. We need to get rid of Citizens United as well. Corporations are not people, therefore they should not be donating to campaigns like they are people. So the Justice Democrats supported Keith Ellison, who stated the other day, a while back now, like I said, this was written a while back. I can't understand why the people have more beef with Hillary Clinton than Trump. Well, if the DNC, remember, WikiLeaks, thank you, WikiLeaks, for not being Russian spies, like the Democratic Party wants to put out, because they loved it when they were dumping all these leaks on Bush. It was fantastic back then, but now dump stuff on the Democratic Party? Evil hacker. So, we wouldn't have Trump in office if the DNC would have just listened to the American people and followed not the status quo candidate, not the Wall Street candidate. People, the numbers were there. You look at Hillary Clinton rallies, and then you look at Bernie Sanders rallies. The numbers were absolutely crazy. I went to 2 rallies here in Illinois for Bernie Sanders, and both were jam-packed, and it was phenomenal. Great speaker, fantastic, and that's something Hillary wasn't fantastic at. She didn't have the power, the emotion, the oomph doing this. She was very half-assed with all of the campaigning, and that's mainly why she lost the states that she lost. She didn't try as hard as she could have. She thought she had this in the basket, but the Pied Piper candidate thing, imagine that. Another thing that the Clinton campaign wanted to do was to prop up a candidate to seem like a threat. Donald Trump. Sorry, I had something there. To seem like a threat. So, guess what? Got a little out of control because they saw him and was like, wow, that guy looks like an anti-establishment politician. You know what the people were clearly tired of? Establishment politics. And they were that desperate that they said, forget everything else, he said. We'll vote for him because he's not like you. He doesn't have Wall Street on his back, apparently. Does. Goldman Sachs is still in the administration. Check that one out. So nothing's changed. They got played. We all knew that they were going to get played. Us that were there in the game doing our research behind the scenes. So it's just something that's the DNC's fault. Donald Trump is the DNC's fault because they propped him up and they colluded with Hillary Clinton's campaign to choose her as the candidate. So, guess what? You get what you serve, and you served the American people a whole plate of bullshit. And that is exactly what you got. The people, after September, when the Democrats started pushing the Russian propaganda act, the Hacking Act, you could see the numbers decline in the Democratic Party, the popularity of the DNC going down because they didn't give a shit about that because we know they didn't hack our damn elections. That didn't happen. Now, there might have been some propaganda. There might have been internet propaganda. That we do that. We do that everywhere. Hell, come on, guys. Don't lie to yourselves. Some propaganda's everywhere. It's life. You pick and you choose. It's you do the research. You can't blame others for the propaganda you're being fed when it's your job to do the research. So once again, that's on the people that are absorbing the propaganda. If they're accepting it as the truth without doing the research, that is on them, but you must try to inform them. So yeah, the DNC thought, people will not be so desperate that, they will leave establishment politics that they'd vote for an authoritarian mook, huh? No, they'd never do that. They would never be that tired of establishment politics, huh? No. Psh, psh. But that's exactly what happened, and you don't hear them talking about that in the news. They keep talking about this Russian bullshit that they don't have any damn evidence on yet. No evidence yet. And they still are pushing this, but you don't hear, oh, what does the DNC have to do to reconnect with the people? How did we disconnect with our voters? Well, talk about the facts. Talk about the policies. Talk about the issues. Tell us why you decided to keep fossil fuels on the DNC platform. Tell us why you didn't want to put the fight for 15 minimum wage on the DNC platform. Tell me why you wanted to keep big money on the DNC platform. You tell me one progressive thing about the Democratic Party. You tell me what the Democratic Party stands for. Because, honestly, I can't tell the difference between the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. Nothing. Both are parties for the corporations. Both just fall to their knees faster when they are offered money. That is the only difference that I see with the two political parties we have right now. And that is why we need to build opposition third parties, whether it be Green Party, Libertarian Party, Pirate Party. We need opposition parties. Build up a people's party. Build something new. Fight for your next generation of people. Fight for the future. Keep it up. Stay progressive. And please make sure to subscribe to all of our videos. Follow us on SoundCloud, where you can download all of our podcasts. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. And then make sure to check out our fundraiser to help us update all of our audio tech, such as cameras, microphones, software, and press passes as well. So make sure to check out that. I'll throw that in the description below, so please make sure to go check out all of our social media accounts, and also check out our audio tech fundraiser. So, once again, thank you, and have a great day.